Does life seem unreal to everyone since 2009? I made the joke to my wife that we're all just staring at our phones waiting on the world to end. She laughed a little too hard. Always makes me think of 1984. The people will not revolt. They will not look up from their screens long enough to notice what's happening. George Orwell was fucking spittin'. Reality? Never heard of her. We're all NPCs now, running on outdated scripts since 2009. Yes, I was an essential worker, and how I view humanity changed for the worse. The masklash was what did me in. Up until then I believed in the general decency of people, but when half the country was screaming like toddlers because they had to wear a face mask for 10 minutes in the grocery store, that belief just melted away. I just couldn't believe how infantile and petty and shitty my countrymen were. My grandfather volunteered to risk his life to spend years fighting the Nazis. These clowns couldn't even do the simplest costless thing for the good of the country. May 28, 2016. R.I.P. Haram. You know it's not the same as it was. Everything has seemed to double in price since 2019. You get reduced quality with everything you buy as well. People are pissed because corporations and landlords have gone no holds barred on bleeding all of us dry. It feels like it's going faster and all the color is gone, like the vibrancy. I lost everything. I found that my mind doesn't seem to record memories properly. I was in a relationship with that kicked off in September of 2023 and lasted through this August, and I have no functional memory of this person. The entire relationship is a fog to me. I have no idea what we talked about. Our relationship was extremely passionate, but I couldn't tell you any of her mannerisms, or articulate why she smelled like etc. My whole life is now like this. I take trips, have a big Thanksgiving celebration etc. But it all just seems blah and foggy when I try to remember it. I could tell you a specific conversation that I had with any etc. It's strange. I'm still a 17-year-old kid. What you're talking about, I'm almost 23. It's been like that for me since 2016. Everything seems to be going straight down the toilet. Every year is somehow worse than the last. Somehow I'm still stuck in 2020. It's all perception. The world has always been shit. It's just the way we drown ourselves in media, and how that has overtaken normal social interaction. Look at the average screen time of Americans over the last 10 years. It keeps going up and now is something like 7 hours a day. I'm just shy of 40. When I was a child teenager in the 90s and early POs, I generally spent all of my spare time playing in the woods or at the park with friends. We were cut off from the outside world, enjoying exercise in each other's company. You came home tired and happy. Now, we all get out of work, school, and jump on screens that reinforce how bad the world is. Social interaction and physical fitness are at all-time lows. Just look at the history of the 20th century and you'll see that most generations that came before us lived in a much more dangerous, unstable world. Try since 911. IMO the biggest turning point in history if you're a millennial. To this day I feel like our futures were robbed from us. Can't imagine life would be remotely similar if it didn't happen. 2016 was the year that began the alternate timeline. I wish we could go back and do that election again. If life genuinely feels unreal, you might want to read about depersonalization, derealization, DPDR. It falls under the dissociative umbrella, where the most defining feature is the sense of either being unreal or everything around being unreal, or both. It can be mild or severe, transient or chronic. Yes. After 2019, many things happened in my life that seemed unreal to happen. I never thought that I'll make it this far with my previous lifestyle and with my friends back then. Yes, but not in the popular way. My life has been getting better and better since 2019. The past 5 years have been the best years of my life, and I can't wait to see what's next.